Our clients told us that they felt bombarded and overwhelmed with everything they were hearing, from all of the social media posts and the news articles that they were reading. In fact, they told us that they shut them all off and wouldn't even log in. And so what we did as a response is that we cut out all of the links that we had to outside sources, and we simplified our message to our clients. So we sent out regular emails, but that were very simple, to the point, that didn't link out anywhere else, because we wanted to give a clear message to our clients, and we wanted to give them something that was in contrast to what they were hearing everywhere else.
We've been able to communicate effectively with our clients from the onset of our client engagement. So that means when they sign up and they agree to become partners with us, we tell them how we feel about the market, how we'll communicate with them via our podcast, via our blogs, via our Burknell town halls, and all the avenues in which we'll continue to drive this message home. We're confident about our portfolio structure and how we manage portfolios. We're confident about the team that we have in place. We're confident in our clients that they'll be able to make sound decisions with our guidance.
At SAVANT, we've been communicating with a higher frequency than ever before with our clients. And while our messaging has been consistent over time, we've had to adapt to the COVID environment in terms of the ways in which we communicate. Face-to-face communication is more challenging these days, and so we've adapted things like virtual town halls and webinars in order to stay in front of our clients more so than ever. Times like these bring out the full spectrum of investor emotions, from fear, greed, everything in between. This is the exact type of environment that advisors prove their worth to their clients. They need to hear from you before you hear from them.
In uncertain times or times of crisis, I think that nothing can be better than a good old-fashioned phone call to clients. And I try to stay in touch with clients regularly. For many, that's on a monthly basis. I try to ask them how they're doing. How is their family? Has anyone they know been impacted by either the coronavirus or by the economic downturn? It's good to check in with people from time to time. Email's great, blogs are great, social media is great, but really nothing can compare to a phone call.
We're big believers that communication is key. We've always had a blog and a podcast, but recently we've doubled down on our communication to clients. One of the things that we're changing is the timely content. So rather than posting random blogs and videos, it's more about what's happening in today's market. Talking about bear markets, bear market rallies, how different indices perform in and out of bear markets. And that's really resonated. Engagement has gone up because the content is specific and timely to what's going on in today's market.
In the last month, I've had Zoom meetings with almost all of my clients. This is out of my usual meeting sequence because I feel like right now my clients need to be listened to be able to express their fears and concerns, which they have a right to have. But my main message hasn't changed, is that they're on track to meet their goals, and if we figure out that they're not, we'll make some course corrections and I'll help them to do it. And that has been a really valuable message for them.
The one thing that I've changed is just simply getting more personal and vulnerable in our communications with clients. I don't know why it took me so long, but sharing pictures of my kids and my family. I also shared this story about my 3-year-old son having to have his gallbladder removed during the middle of this pandemic. And just sharing that with clients and getting more personal, I think really strengthened our relationship and our bond and built trust. And it's something that I'll for sure continue to do going forward.
The COVID regime has not changed the frequency with which I communicate with clients, but it has been the very first time I've ever included graphs in the distributions that I send to the families that I serve. And that's simply because I wanted to convey the speed and severity of the market maelstrom that started earlier this year.